Hello everybody, welcome back to Filament. We are going to continue on our adventures through this spaceship and try and find some more puzzles. We did one here. Did I leave off here because I got stuck, or did I just not really get started? Let's have a look. Well, doesn't look like it should be the most difficult thing in the world. So that's 2 zones. That I'm never going to be able to navigate, I don't think. So, where can we realistically get to from the beginning? Like, I don't mind how this looks, but that angle is not tight enough. Do this. And then I can do that, but I don't think that gives me enough access to that there. I can't touch this first. Is that the exact same thing I just did? No, that's slightly different. But now I'm stuck here, which is a great shame. And there's a lot of stuff. Well, okay, could I do? No, I can't do this because I can't get into that last one from here. So where else can we go? If I do this, there's nothing for me to get tension around to go to that left-hand side now. Oh, of course, I'm hooked onto this piece, which is its own separate thing. What if we change the order in which we do this? But now I can't get to that last pin. I could do it this way. Take multiple trips. And then I can go around this one. Can I get out of this gap? I cannot. That's really annoying. So the gap that I've left is far too sharp, isn't it? And there's never a way for me to get over to those two via this. So that's no good. Where else could we start? It's a possibility, for sure. Can't get through there. And I don't like my options with this pair here as a result. That blocks that off as well, so that doesn't seem good. Other possible starting locations? I wish I could move in this view. I can rewind, but I can't move while in level focus. I wish I could. Let me just check there's not an option for it. Gameplay, subtitles, subtitle size, language, hints, instant puzzle focus. Enabled, colorblind mode. Alright, so that's F2, tab in and out, which is not really what I was looking for. I do like the smooth animation for that, at the very least. What about all the way up to this side to start? And can I get around this now? I can. Which would require me to come here. But getting to that last pair isn't going to work out so well, is it? And if I do this, well, I haven't finished off that group yet. And I can't do that because that doesn't pair them both. I can do it that way. That gives me a lot more flexibility, doesn't it? So we can go up and then across to this pair on the left. Up into the last one at the center because we can make the loop. And then we should have tension wrapping around this to finish. Lovely. Okay. Everything is pairs. I think this group here at the bottom are going to be one long anchor to come around the bottom for something. But of course, that introduces the question, which pair is first? Because I need to be able to get to somewhere in order to start off. And it can't be somewhere that's going to pin, like that gap there then becomes unusable. That left-hand side looks very limiting. Though, yeah, that doesn't work. So that's going to be a treat as well. There is one tiny independent extra pin there to be aware of. So without any other great idea, let's do these first and see if we can work up to any other successes. I don't like cutting this one off here, but I definitely cannot go all the way around the top to do that. Could do something slightly different to get this done. Though that feels not great. Okay, where do you pair up? You pair up to the next one under. So can I do this, and then this, then go back to the top right corner? Maybe this is going to be okay. Under there, all the way around here. There, we got it. Very nice. So I was completely wrong thinking that these here would be late stage parts of the puzzle. Instead, they were the very first two. Lots of very long stuff happening here, and lots of extra pins around the outside edge. So let's think logically. Where can I actually get to first? That two in the very center, in the very short domino. look very plausible. Something like that to start. I'm just going to see if I can hot switch over to my controller a second. I absolutely could hot swap to the controller, which is nice just because my hand was starting to hurt on the keyboard and mouse. So we have this. It's not showing me my controls anymore. Why is full reset? Oh, that's exit. Sure. Why rewind? Right trigger rewind. Left trigger focus. That's what I really need. I could also do... God, could I do this? No. So, some version of this early feels like it would make sense. Then, where can we actually access this? It's the very first line I drew completely bifurcates the two at the bottom left and the two at the bottom right, which seems like a problem. Also, if I rewind here a second, I think this angle here is too sharp to make a loop or a turn around this pillar. So that doesn't fill me with hope. I mean, I could do this. Then that does give me a much tighter angle that I might be able to use. Or indeed, I could possibly do something like this. Now, can I get through that gap? I can't, so I definitely can't put pressure on that now, so that doesn't seem good. I should rewind in focus mode just because it's far less erratic. I do... Yeah, we decided I can't do that one. What other options do we have? Great question. Well, I could do this on the left-hand side first, and then we've kind of entered the other half of the puzzle first. Now, this could get a bit extreme, but it wouldn't be the first time the level's presented something like this. So then it's going to be this one, except that becomes a problem. So probably not. Let's do this. I can't cross... Oh, I don't need to cross through there because I can cross over that. I could push the correct buttons. Then I can go all the way around. To that one. And then is it just this one to finish? It looks like it is. I don't feel like I've used a lot of the extra pins that are in place. Maybe there's multiple solutions. Maybe they are red herrings. But in any case, we got there. Goodness grief. Well, immediately... Oh, that line doesn't catch. Just a tiny bit Not quite the right angle, huh? Okay then. Where else could we go? I can do this. I think this gets the first 2 zones together. Now, I bet I'm going to follow about 6 steps, and then it's going to throw one curveball at me where I can't make any further resolution. I go on that side. I can do that. And I can do this at the top. Now, this one connects all the way to this one. Is this actually going to be okay? Ah, I cannot believe you. If I get through that gap, we'd be totally fine. Is there a different way I can navigate this little section here? Yes, there is. Okay. That one went very smoothly. I do not expect such smoothness for this one. That is a lot of limitations on the pillars around here. As ever, thinking about the ones I can actually do at this stage, which looks like that's a reasonable start. And this. Now we can loop all the way around the top edge. To get that one. You on your own. You are on your own. Okay, but this pair could be a problem. I'll do this first. With that. Excuse me. Oh no. I can't maintain pressure on this. That's a problem. Okay, so when can I put pressure on that? Basically, now and only now. But I need to get to the bottom of those 2 pins first. Well, what if I do this? Does that leave me with a bit of wall to hook under? Yeah, it does. Great stuff. I'll give you one more look at that. Alright, that was quite swift. Complete all the jigsaw puzzles.
While you're lumbering around and routing through all of our personal belongings, do you think you could keep an eye out for the cats? There were 5 last time I counted. Now, if you're thinking that 5 cats is a wholly unreasonable amount of cats to keep on a vessel like this, then we're very much on the same page. As I understand it, there was some sort of mix-up when the Alabaster was assigned to ship Pet. The one we received just happened to be pregnant. I am not a cat person, so the sudden appearance of 400% more cat wasn't a welcome addition to my life. Still, I hope they're okay. As much as I hate those self-important furballs, Pistachio really had a soft spot for them.
Another ticket on the ground. Right, let's go find another puzzle in another corner of these places. Sunbridge Nomad, 8-9. If Sunbridge Nomad is destroyed, return it to your hand. No idea what game that is replicating, or maybe it's just an entirely unique creation. Right, we did this. We collected those. I saw some of that previously, but there must be a fresh corner for us to delve into somewhere. Still can't use that. A debit card? There's a lot of little random collectibles around. Selection of snacks. This puzzle still completely incomprehensible to me. Probably best that I don't accidentally trigger the escape pods. Anyway. I must have missed a load of stuff around here, though. Can't get the first aid kit off the wall. I don't even know where the door to the cockpit is. Could be one of these. Why is there one pip at the bottom of the screen? Maybe that was just the last location's stuff. Nothing out on these platforms. This still continues to be a mystery. And this is back where we came in. The Grim Leaper. I wonder if that's like a code in that bottom right corner. Seems like the kind of game that would have all sorts of little intricate secrets and stuff. You know? More tickets. Treat this card like physical grams. Lost or stolen gift cards cannot be replaced. I still think that looks like something I need to screen cap at some point and put into a computer. Which mechanic were you? Looks like just basic puzzles in a really intricate fashion, so maybe I'm better suited to solving this kind of thing now. Yeah, that's gone well. Slightly trickier looking. I think up, down, and back around again gets all those three. And it looks like it wants to be kind of a similar story on the right. How am I getting that one there, though? Well, we go to that one first here. I think that's simple enough. The giant pencil on the right-hand side. But that was fun little bits of extra set dressing to do. Okay, we can wrap around there. That's a long up and down. But I need something on the left, so I'm gonna... not start up there. I think that's less good for me. I come up here, I go all the way around this. But that doesn't touch. I need tension above this long piece. That's a problem, isn't it? Right, how are we going to do the top piece? Because if I do this, I'm now stuck behind my rope, as it were. If I do this, I don't have an anchor point. So that seems tricky. Because I need something else to get across the top there. Okay, what else can we do? The bottom edge presents a similar problem in this piece of wall here. So I need tension in a lot of awkward places. That doesn't work out. How were the first two so simple and then this one's suddenly so much harder? Because this can't hook around that far enough. Ooh, okay. I like this. We can go all the way around an additional loop to get there. Will that be the cascade to just solving everything else reasonably simply? Very close. I think I can go to that left one first. Take the loop here, and then finish. Oh, I missed one. That's a kick in the teeth, isn't it? And that's not going to be a sharp enough angle, is it? Ah, what a pain in the butt. I think I need this for the end. Unless the solution is entirely different to what I've so far been hypothesizing, which very well could be. But this allows me to do the top loop that I still wanted to do. Okay. Happy enough with that. Right, interesting square to work through in the center there. What looks like it's going to be most difficult? That bottom left one with the extra 3 pieces around it seems to be unpleasant. So we're going to need a way to get a lap round that. But this is not it, because now I can't get onto anything else. What if I come around this? Or even in and out of here for a second. Okay, I can save those two. I can save one of those two for coming around late. But then I don't have a pin for tension on that problem one that I mentioned at the top. And by the top, I mean the beginning of the puzzle. Where among all of this could I find tension? Because even with this, I would need something else to go around. I wonder. Is there ever a world where I could leave the whole channel through the square to be the tension later? Not really sure how that's quite going to go, but no, that's just a big long dead end, isn't it? Although it can work because, oh well, I've not hit the one in the middle of the square for starters. I also missed this one, which then causes that one to be missed. But I can go into the square, do that, then come around this one, then hit the bottom left of the square, and use this to finish. Lovely. So, there's that one for you. Last one of the segment. Is that doors and switches? It looks like it is, isn't it? So it's going to be trickier. So that. And that opens that, which is totally unintuitive because I've crossed the line over the door that I've just opened. Does not seem helpful. So we're exiting on the right. How am I ever going to open any of these doorways in a manner that I can still functionally go through them for some reason? Seems very suspect. Well, I can do that. I'll leave that one alone for a second. These all have multiple pieces going to them, do they? So it would seem. Also, with what I've got left, how do I ever get tension on this bottom right one? I don't know that I can. Well, I now have tension on it. Prioritizing it early rather than later. This looks like it's going to be a problem. And I can't squeeze between there, which is unideal. Still can't squeeze between there. That needs a second source. This looks hopeful. Can I get tension on this? Well, I don't do that first. How could I get tension on both of these? It's a great question. I feel like I've come far enough that there must be some minor change that I can make. What that minor change is, I've no idea. So, it's definitely all of the points lit. How am I getting tension on this door frame, though? I need something else to be free. And I don't see it. Oh. I was about to give up. But we got there. Complete all the basic puzzles.
They're good people, you know? Sure, Canary could be a bit abrasive. Although Vermilion proved to be a worthy intermediate between the two of us. And it did take a lot of work to get Aubergine out of his room sometimes, but they were good people. Mostly. Pistachio, though? We spent a lot of time together over the last few months. I know she wouldn't have left me here.
It's new.
This is where we built the anchors. I say we. Marmalade and Aubergine handled that. One of the few advantages of being so far from civilization is that we're pretty equipped to manufacture spare parts for when stuff breaks. Within reason, of course. I'm told building the anchors was pretty straightforward. It was the machine in the back corner that used to crank them out.
More cards. Alright, well, certainly seems to be a good stopping point for now. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions, comments, recommendations, put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.